Hey, y'all. Happy Thursday. Thank you so much for joining me today. If this is your first time here, my name is Beth, and this channel is all about thrifting. And today I'm going to show you some of the things that I have found. So let me make sure that we are live. Now, why does it do those ads? All right. All right, we are live. And I see Jerry. Jerry says she's watching me and Dr. Phil. Well, I saw that pop up a minute ago. And after the day that Lovey had at his campus and I had at my campus, we could be on Dr. Phil today. I'm not even going to lie about that. I have literally talked so much that my throat is like my voice is going. We had Grandparents' Day, phase one, for half of the alphabet today at our elementary school. And everybody was super excited because it's one of the first times that they've gotten to come back into the schools since the whole shutdown thing. So, hey, Lovey had a worse day than I did, so I'm okay with Grandparents' Day. And hey, Marianne, thank you for coming by. And hey, Trina from Utah, how are you? Hey, Dolo. I know she's getting ready to go to bed because it is very late over there. And if she's anything like me, yes, girl, it's been a day for sure. Just some craziness going on in Texas in our schools today. But got to have something to laugh at when everything else is so just a mess. Gotta love kindergartners, gotta love first graders. You just gotta love them. So, y'all, I'm going to show you a haul. I don't have a sale tonight. I want to talk to you a little bit about what's coming up on my channel. School's busy. So, a couple of things have changed for me, but I am going to let you know how that goes. But I have a haul. That's the main thing. Y'all, I've got Goodwill estate sale, 50% off day at a thrift store, like a charity shop, and a freebie in here that I got from somebody throwing it away at school. We don't throw things away. So I'm going to show y'all this, and I'm excited about this. And there's a couple of things that I need your help on. Yes, the petri dish, as Dolores calls it, because I mean, y'all, it's just like we're all so close together, and one person sneezes, we can hang it up. We've all got it. So, pardon me for drinking while I am live. I've got me some bubbling water, hoping that will help because tomorrow is phase two of Grandparents' Day, and I will say it was a wonderful event. I had one grandparent drove 800 miles just to have a 30-minute lunch with his grandkid, and I thought that was amazing. And then we had some grandparents that came for 4 consecutive lunches. So they were at school for 4 different lunches for 2 hours. So kudos to them. But that's one of the things I like about an elementary school is that they still get to do all the fun stuff. Um, yeah, yes, but I'm not drinking the stuff that's probably going to cure my throat there, Jerry. I mean, this is just some water because believe it or not, y'all, I did not drink anything or get to use the restroom but once from 7:30 to 3:30. It was such a busy day, but again, it was a fun day. So by the time I get home, I'm living on water and cough drops. So, all right. Um, I mean, that's great that the grandparents are so involved. It is. It really is. And I do enjoy that part. I wouldn't have traded my day with Lovey's day for nothing. So he's at a high school. His issues are way different than mine, and bless his heart. That's all I can say. It's just bless his little troubled heart. Here he is pulling up in the driveway now to come home to change clothes to go lead a men's small group at church. Yes. And we had a little picture thing. They could have their picture made. I know I need to drink lots of water. And honey, yes. Now, my cough drops have honey in them, but Dolores taught me a little trick. I was like, oh my gosh, my tongue is burning. Like, it's because I went to sleep with a cough drop, I know, y'all, in my mouth. But I had eaten so many cough drops that the mentholatum is what kind of burned my tongue. So let me show y'all. I want to get started because I had a little box of stuff to show y'all, but it's really only a little bit. And I want to see if I can show you some stuff that I just picked up the other day. Now, the stuff that I'm showing you today, oh my gosh, it's been sitting here, I'm ashamed to say, for a minute. Let me actually see if there's a receipt in one of these. Hold on. Hold on. And good God, don't drop nothing. All right, y'all, this is from August the 4th. This is just shame. This right here is just shame. So I went to an estate sale, and I love to Marco Polo, Dolores, and some other people when I am going to these estate sales, because it's like having all of the other people that hunt for vintage in your pocket. And so you can, show them some stuff and talk to them live, and they're like, nah, leave it. Yes, get it. Girl, you better get it, or get it for me. That's usually what I hear. But I went to an estate sale, and then on the way home from the estate sale, I was passing the 50% off day. So this was before I even went to work, went back to contract. It was Thursday, and I went and I passed the thrift store that, has 50% off of anything you can get in the purple bag. I've taken y'all there several times. And so I had to stop by there. I mean, it would be rude not to, right? And so I stopped by there. And then, on the way home from there was a Goodwill, but I only found one thing at this Goodwill, and I'm going to show you, and it's for me. It's only a month ago. Yeah. So the first thing that I picked up, I think these were $1. They probably they came from Big Lots, so they didn't come from the Dollar Tree, but they were 99 cents. And I want to look to see. Oh, nope. I think they were $1 at Big Lots. So do you see this cellophane? It's got little Santas on it. I just picked up 2 rolls of this because when I do bake, that's originally how we got started in this business, was baking. But I do bake, and usually at Christmas time is when I gift a lot of things, because I have an office team, and where I am, of 13 people, and he has like 8 or 9 people. So usually I use thrifted plates or cups. Y'all have seen the video about that. I made goodies in the cups. I made some Oreo white chocolate and dark chocolate Oreo truffles, some chocolate dipped pretzels, and some other things. And we put it in little thrifted plates and cups, and we wrap it up in our cellophane, and it is really, really cute. So those make great gifts. So I'm always looking for some of that to have on hand, especially at Christmas. So I went ahead and picked that up. So let me show you. I think Dolores is going to remind me, but I only got 2 things at the estate sale. But my next haul, hey mama, how are you? We had the estate sale. I went when it was not a sale day. So I only got 2 things. I mean, let's be honest, y'all. Don't y'all just go to the estate sales on the first or second day to scope out what you're going to hope is still going to be there on the 50% off day? And that's what I did, because my next live haul is going to be all the stuff that I got on that 50% off day. And for the first time ever, y'all, I was a little nervous about it, but Dolores told me to go for it. I asked them for a bundle deal on 50% off day. Now, I felt a little bad about that, but after I realized that she said it was a closeout or a clean out, something like that. And anything that was left was going in her shop that I shop from. I was like, no, let me ask. So Dolores was like, ask her, what's she going to say? No. Hey, Nancy, how are you? And so I did. So my next live haul is going to be all the stuff that I got in that big bundle deal. And I think, right, Dolores, every bit of it is glass. I mean, they had glassware all in the kitchen. The whole dining room just had glass after glass after glass. And I did get a bundle deal. So I'll share that with you next time. Hey, Miss Martha, good to see you too. So the first thing that I picked up, and y'all, I don't even know, I guess I paid $5 for it. So it is a Lefton. There's the little sticker. It's a bank. Now it's a retirement fund grandpa. And y'all, I'm gonna try to share my screen because had already comped these because I was actually there with Dolores and we were comping them at the time. So there's no chips or cracks or anything on this. It's just grandpa with the retirement fund. I do think I paid $5 for it, but it is Lefton and it does have the stopper. I thought he was pretty cute. Now he is a set that comes with a grandma too. So um, let's see. I was going to show y'all. Let me see if I can share my screen because I think that was fun last time, sharing of the screen. And this is what I was able to find. Now, these are the solds. And this is just for the single one. And I'm hoping it's going to work. So let me let it catch up. Okay, so y'all can see that. So here's the little vintage Lefton ceramic retirement fund grandpa rocking chair coin bank. It was selling for 15. This is one that's a little bit different. You see, it looks a little bit different. This is the one that I have right here. And let's see. So there's one here that's $7, one that's $15, but they do have the set. So it actually comes in this set right here with a grandma and a grandpa. So I just wanted to kind of show you a few. Now this is just one site. I am using eBay sold to kind of just get a name, and I will be getting some different, like I'll look on Etsy and I'll look on a couple of other places, but you always have that low bid and then you always have that really high bid. But this looks like about, check your sizes, they were made smaller too. Yeah, this one is a smaller one too. This one is smaller. This one that I have is actually pretty big. So this is the size of this one. So yeah, there was a 7.5 inch and something else. But you know, I looked at them. This is about, I mean, I'm probably going to do about 15 on it maybe, and it'll probably go in my booth. So I wanted to show y'all that. Just to show you what some of, let me stop sharing. Just to kind of show you that I usually use eBay or Google Lens to get a name. And then I look on as many platforms as I can to see what the solds are. Now, one trick that Michelle from Newton's Cupboard told me a long time ago was when you don't see solds, or you're always going to have that one really high sold and that one really low sold, we just take both of those out and we work on the middle and kind of do like an average. And that's what we do when there are no solds, because Etsy is a little bit more high priced than eBay, and usually we go with the lowest eBay sold. So yeah, you wouldn't want to compare to the smaller size. So when I process it in inventory, I definitely will measure it and have all of those things. Now, I don't do eBay, but I do have a vintage booth in the Glenflora Emporium that you've heard me talk about a whole bunch of times in Glenflora, Texas, right beside Waco, right beside Wharton, which is where I wanted Jerry and them to come, because I mean those two streets is a full day. But I also just got another vintage space in Rosenberg, in Rosenberg, there's an entire street and a side street, and there's wall to wall, both sides of the street is just lined with vintage and antique spaces. So one of the oldest ones is Vogelsang Emporium, and I just got a second spot there. It is a beautiful antique, like I think it's 5 shelf, um, just like a bookshelf or a shelving unit. It's really pretty ornate. And so I filmed moving in. I took 2 big boxes of stuff. I used copy paper boxes, and y'all, it didn't hardly fill up any of the space. So I was panicking because I have a big space in Glen Flora. I have this one that was a little bit bigger than I anticipated. Yes, Rosenberg is so good. I mean, you could spend 2 or 3 days just on that street. We've tried to do it in one day, and we never get to see, because several of them are double floored, and one of them, the red attic, I think it's called the red attic, is 3 stories. And I mean, it's just boom, 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 vendor after vendor after vendor. So between the 2 spaces and live sales, and Vogelsang is having an estate sale / garage sale where their vendors, once a year, they move old inventory and they reduce the prices. They have like an estate sale to the side in an adjacent building, and so she was like, "Oh, well, since you're a vendor now, you can have a spot there." So that's a 2 day that's a 2 day event. So I started looking, and once I started pulling stuff, I was like, I don't have enough inventory. So I kind of freaked out. So I got that. That was $5. And then I bought this for $2. Now, this is Pottery Barn. And it says on here, and I got to hold it because I just dropped one right before this. It says vintage Mercury ornaments, right? And I haven't looked at them, so we're going to look at them. But what I did do is I'm going to share my screen again. I'm going to show you what the comps are for those. So let me pull those up. I'm getting good at this whole sharing thing. This is one of the solds here. Now, I'm going to tell you that one of mine broke. I think it's only one, but this is the most recent sold. But I'm going to tell you, Pottery Barn stuff is selling. Now, I want to see if there was another one. So this is actually my set too. This one without the box, this $39 one, this is the same set. So $38, $39 is what they are recently sold for back in July. But look at this. Look at this vintage Pottery Barn set of 8 reindeer Mercury bone glass ornaments. Y'all be on the lookout for these because, oh my gosh, $515. Are you kidding me? That's a sold just here in August. So everybody take a screenshot. This is what we're looking for. But all the look at all the Pottery Barn ornaments. They're all really good in price. Look at this one, all of them. So yeah, we'll do that all day long, won't we? So yeah, let me stop sharing that screen and come back. Is Pottery Barn still around? No, I think Pottery Barn closed. Pottery Barn closed, and so all of their stuff went sky high. I actually found, I'm looking at it up here, it is a little reindeer coffee mug. And I think I actually maybe found that at a Goodwill for like 99 cents, and it's selling for like $30. So Pottery Barn is something to definitely be looking out for. Even clothes, even the Pottery Barn kids' clothes and stuff like that, those are selling. But let's open this because I can tell you that I knew when I got in the car that one of them was broken. I didn't notice when I was in there because $2 was not kind of how everything else was priced. And I was really just interested in getting out with this for $2. Let me just be real about it for a second. And then when I got in the car, I told Dolores, daggone it, one of them's broken. So this is a set of 12. Let's see if I can not break it. So in this set comes a little mercury glass ice skate. So that's cute. And they're thin. Y'all, this is super, super thin. Also, it has a little snow globe. Look how cute that is. There is, so far none's broken, a teddy bear. That's super cute. Yeah. Pottery Barn, I kept hearing people say something about Pottery Barn, and I don't find a lot of it, but I'll take it. This looks like I don't really know if this is supposed to be a snow hat. Oh, I bet that's a hat. Y'all think that's a little hat, like a ski hat? I think that's what that is. Hey, Renee. All right, so this is the one that I hope is the only one that's broken. It's the little red truck with the Christmas tree. I mean, of course I would have to break that, but look how thin that glass is, y'all. Isn't that thin? But I was pretty upset about that one. I'm just hoping there's no more broken. This is a Santa. Oh my gosh, there's a Santa. Now remember, there's 12 of these in here, but really there's 11 because I broke one. Well, if that's the only one that's broken, that was broken when I got in the car. Here's a mitten, and this glass is super thin. Oh, here's a snowman. There's a snowman. Oh, this one's cute. Pottery Barn is not closed? There's not a Pottery Barn here, Mom. What am I thinking? Oh, I'm thinking of Pier 1. It's Pier 1 that's closed. My mom said Pottery Barn is not closed, ma'am. Pier 1 is closed. Thank you, Mom. Always correcting me because I'm always wrong. It's Pier 1 that's closed, not Pottery Barn. I don't really care if they're closed or not. Their stuff is selling. So here's a little angel. They are very cute. And they're only probably about 2 inches. But I mean, I bought it for $2. It sells for $38. Here's a stocking. Now, I probably wouldn't get $38 for it because not all 12 of them are there. And then here, this looks like a cup of like cocoa with whipped cream. So, I mean, I have 11 of the 12. Even if I sold it for $20, I only paid $2. But I did think about selling them individually. And I don't know. I have to really think about it because I don't want to break them. And, I already have the box for them. And so it doesn't tell me how much they originally sold for. So I have the barcode, but it doesn't tell me. Sometimes you can get it with the price tag on it, but it didn't have it. So I picked up those 2 things from the estate sale that I will show y'all what I got on day 2 of that estate sale at the next live haul. I dumpster dived Pottery Barn at the outlets. Y'all should have seen me. All you could see was my feet sticking out the top. Girl, I'd have helped you. I'm not going to lie. I'd have helped you. And I would have been running stuff back to the car because I didn't want to leave it down here. I would have held your feet to make sure that you didn't go in. But also, you have to be careful because a lot of their stuff is broken. I would too, Dolores. I would so do that. I would so do that. Have y'all not watched those videos where people go dumpster diving in stores like Bath and Body Works and Kirkland's and all that? It's ridiculous. All right. So then on my way home, I went to Goodwill. We already saw that. And I stopped by it's called, what is that called? Pennywise store. It's the Fort Bend County women's shelter, thrift store. So it's Fort Bend Women's Center, benefiting the Women's Crisis Center. So it's a win-win. You get things that you can resell. They make a profit. I donate a lot of stuff there. over Goodwill, I will donate there because that's money back in my local community. But they always have some really nice stuff there. So let me show you what I picked up. Let me see. So this was on the 4th, so that was all the same day. My total spend at the estate sale was $7 for 2 items, so $3.50 a piece. My total sale here, and I rounded up. Yeah, I rounded up was $9. Yeah, make sure it's not trash day. They'll be dumping you in there, right? All right. I got me some good stuff, although I had to watch for the security guy. That would have been the mostest fun. It's like, hurry, duck. All right, let me show you. I picked up some crappy Christmas, as Daniel would say. I got 2 of these. So these are already kind of frosted, and you can see the little berries on there. These are at the base for candles, I think, at the base of candles. But I did get 2 of them, so that's good. And if I had like a little hurricane or something, I do have a Fitz and Floyd. I think it's a Fitz and Floyd. Um, I think it's like a hurricane candle that had the little holly and berry on it too. I'm wondering if that would fit there. But some tacky Christmas. Pick those 2 up, and they're not small, but I mean, I decided since there were 2, I had one of them in the buggy and was like, I'm not going to get it. But then I saw 2 and I was like, I'll get it. All right. And then this is what I need help with, y'all. Hey, Miss Mary, I'm showing them some stuff that I thrifted. So this is, I just got 75% off an email from Pier 1. I thought Pier 1 was closed. It's closed here. Maybe they're only online now. No stores. Y'all, I swear that Pier 1 was closed. Okay. I think the consensus in the store was this was a type of a flower frog. But y'all tell me. You see this? And it opens right here, but this is their little tag thing. So it opens right here, and no, it's not a crabbing pot, which was my first thought, to be quite honest. But then this lady, I said, I just think this is so interesting. It's got a little of that Christmas on there. And she goes, I think it was a flower frog that isn't this a flower frog? She said the square wet styrofoam would go down in here, and then you would be able. Mom said it's a bird feeder. Are you sure, Mom? It holds suit for birds. What is suit or fruit? Is that fruit for birds? She said she thought it might be. It does have a little hangy thing right here, but she said that she has one that's kind of like this. She said it's not exactly like that, but that the green part, what do you call that? The flower foam stuff was wet and went in and goes in like this, and then it was like that. And I was like, well, what were they doing? Sticking flowers out of here? She said, I don't know. She said, Apple Martini says, it can now be whatever you want, like cell phones during Christmas dinner. Lock it up. Yeah, we could put the cell phones in there. So it could be for fruit for birds. It could be, because it does have this little hangy thing. Yeah, yes, a bird suet basket. Bird suet basket. I need to write that down. Because y'all know as soon as y'all leave, I'll be having to call y'all. What'd you say? Bird suet basket. See, that's why I have you people, because you help me learn stuff. All right. So you put stuff in here for birds? Girl, Google it. Mom said, is your onion too tight today? Mom, this stuff has been sitting in a box since August the 4th. We had Grandparents' Day today at school. There were 300 grandparents that came, and it was only half of the alphabet. A through L came today. Over 300 grandparents came. Guess who entertained them? Who was the hostess with the mostest? They put me out there in the front. And I said, well, I guess all that charm school where I dropped out paid off. So, yes, I'm tired. It's 5 o'clock. I'm gonna Google a bird suet basket. There you go. But I have it now because I thought it was really cool. I don't know what I was going to do with it, but I thought it was really cool and it was 50 cents. So I bought it. Y'all never bought anything that you just had to have and you had no idea what it was? Well, that's what happened. All right. Suggestion box. Where you I could put it. No, I don't want a suggestion box at work. I don't really want a suggestion box here at the house either. So that idea is out. Put one of those elf on a shelf in it. There you go. Lock up the elf in the shelf. If you want it to be a flower frog, you go, girl. Thank you, Marianne. I'm gonna make it a flower frog. There'll be a whole bunch of flowers. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I did talk so much that my throat is running out. Okay, this one is not marked, but it is a hand painted little ceramic egg. It does not glow, but it puts off like custard glass. See how it's got the hand painting on the little egg trinket dish? And it does not have any kind of marking on it whatsoever. So I'm assuming it was a little hobbyist piece. But it's really pretty. You know, I like pretty things. And it's thin. You can actually see my finger through it. But the painting is really, really nice. Angela, those things should be locked up. They're creepy little things. So, I mean, it's cute. It's really dirty. I'm going to have to clean it up carefully because I don't want to mess up the hand painting. It's a bird suet basket. Oh, so the squirrels don't get, I bet you them squirrels are hanging from it like, oh, you mean for the squirrels? I was going to say, yeah, like the squirrels get on everything. They hang upside down. They're like trapeze artists when you try to do something. The only elf I want is Snoop on a stoop. Have you seen? It's a Snoop Dogg doll, right? I think that's the one that we've seen. But I thought this was pretty cute. I didn't pay, but like, I think $1.50 for it. But I thought the painting on it was really, really nice. Exactly. So I did pick this one up. Y'all, let me put this in my box down here. I can't throw that one. All right, then here's another one that I ran comps for you for because I looked it up. There's two. This one is super heavy. Oh my. This is super, super heavy. And apparently it is a 1970s Libby golden wheat glass pitcher with is it called a sip lip? Is that what that's called when it's like that? A sip lip? So this is super heavy. This is definitely a booth item, as is, I think the rocking chair bank would probably be a booth item. But this, look at the thick bottom on that. You know us girls, we like us thick bottoms. But there was nothing wrong with this at all. It had no damage to the graphics on it. It's a pressed piece, I think, because you can see the seam. But it is, the handle is super thick. But let me show you what ice lip, sip lip, ice lip, I don't know. All right, hold on. Let me show you the screen because I did have to look it up. I mean, I noticed it, and little old ladies can't pick that up if it's full. I can barely pick it up when it's not full. Let me show you what they say about this. So the average for this is about anywhere from $13 to $15. Y'all, I think I paid $3 for it, so I'm fine with that. But here is one of the solds, and this is with an ice lip. See, Betty? You're so good. Thick bottom girls. There you go. Actually, I'm just thick. It's not, never mind. The bottom is not the part that's thick. But vintage Libby golden wheat glass 2-quart water pitcher with ice lip, which I think is the best invention ever. However, sip lip would also work because you could just sip from it without everything gushing. on you, which is probably where the ice lip came from. But I'm just letting you know how we would probably use it. And then my mom would be screaming, "Stop drinking out of that. Don't drink out of there. Get a glass." Did anybody else do that? Because their moms told them don't do that. But I picked this one up. I mean, say it's 13 to 15 is the average that I'm seeing. I paid $3 for it. So that's still something that is fall that would go in my booth. So I was excited to find that piece as well. Yeah. I'm fancy like that, Angela. You didn't know? I learned how to do share screen. It's a Beth Zoom meeting. Yes. Yes. Apple Martini talks about it all the time. My mom's rolling her eyes. Doesn't shock me. Okay. Macari, $515 sold for what? Oh, the mercury glass. Yes, there's one piece. Did you see that? There's one mercury glass ornament that sold for $515. It is a set of deer, I think. So if anybody finds that, Pottery Barn, which is still open, y'all better pick that up. So start looking for Pottery Barn stuff, y'all. All right, help me with this one. It is not marked either, but you see the swan in it? It's almost like a gravy boat. Now, y'all, that's a gravy boat, right? It couldn't be a creamer, but it has a swan. Now, it was there 2 times that I went. And since it was there the second time and there's no damage to it or anything, it's got some crazing. Can you see the crazing through here? There's no mark or anything on this. I mean, nothing on there. But I like the flowers on it. And I like the fact that it is a swan. You can see the bill here. I think it's a swan. I'd call it a swan. Look at the eyelashes for days, as Kim would say from Oh My Vintage. But I thought that was pretty cool. So I picked that up as well. I mean, you could even make this a little vase. But I think that that is a gravy boat. Now, I've never seen anything like this, but that doesn't mean much. I just thought it was pretty cool. And since it was there, I thought about it the first time and I didn't pick it up. But then when I was there the second time, I decided I would go ahead and pick it up. But I thought that was really, really pretty. All right. And then the last piece that I got from, now remember all the stuff. So the swan, the pitcher, the egg, the flower frog / suet bird feeder, and the 2 crappy Christmas pieces. I got for all, even though I rounded up, so it was $8.50. I rounded up to $9. So not bad, not bad. The last piece that I got from there was a piece of Franciscan earthenware. And this is, they're calling this a gravy boat. But you see this pattern? That's Franciscan. They have it in green and they have it in yellow. And it's like a stoneware. It's like a stoneware. And let me do my fancy technology and show you now these aren't like high price, but y'all have to know what it is to even market. Now there are no solds for this that I saw, but I'm seeing that they are anywhere from $9 to $12 listed. So it is called Franciscan Earthenware Hacienda Gold Gravy Boat. Some people have with attached underplate, which is a good idea, because I mean, it's still going to pour and then it will drip down. That's a really good idea. So they had another piece, and you can see where the comps are all over the place with this. So I see anywhere from $10 to $20 is what you're seeing. So we would probably do, I don't know, I'll probably for the booth market 15, take 13, something like that, because I see that it's in that range. You can see the range of the things. here. Now, I did not see any solds in this from when I first did it. There may be a sold after that, but it didn't have any chips. Now, there was another piece and it did have some chips, so I left that. And let me stop the screen sharing. Did you see? I mean, I am just fancy as it can be. And it is marked right here, Franciscan earthenware pottery. So, I mean, for fall, that's cute, just or even summer. So just to add a little color to the booth, I know people like pottery if it's a replacement piece. Now, there were several listed, so it's probably not something that's super sought after. So even if I did, I think it was marked 4, right, on the bottom. Yeah. So I paid $2 for it. So even if I get $10 for it, I mean, I'm fine. People can use it for whatever they want to, or it can be a replacement piece or a piece that they didn't get. So, I mean, but all of those things, if you're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces for with tax, $8.50, that's not bad. That's not bad considering I went to the estate sale, got 2 pieces for what was it, $7, but the return on that one was much better than the return on this one. Now again, I'm shopping for both antique spaces or vintage spaces, live sales, as well as shows. I have a 2-day show in September and a 3-day show at Christmas. So based on my inventory, which is one shelf right here, even Lovey agrees that there's not enough inventory. So I will need to be looking for sourcing places. And I want to try some different places too. So far, what's your favorite? Anybody got any favorites so far? And if you're watching this on the replay, thanks so much for coming back to watch. Leave me a comment in the comment section as to what your favorite is so far. But I just wanted to show y'all, I like to do live hauls. I don't do them very often. I usually end up doing a video. And then right now, if I would have, my videos are once a week on Tuesday mornings at 10 Eastern, 9 Central. And the problem is that if I make them all videos, the stuff that I would have done on the 8th, you wouldn't have seen until like October. And I may want to put it in my booth or may want to sell it before then. So thank you, Miss Nancy, telling them to add their thumbs up. Thank you. And so I just thought, well, let's do some live hauls to kind of get caught up with the things that are already here. And that way I can process it for inventory. Okay, I want to show y'all something that somebody at school was throwing away. Now, y'all know that I'm not big on throwing stuff away, but they were throwing away this Disney book, a celebration of the world of Disney. So when I looked through it, I was like, well, let me just look through it for a little bit. And it was one of the teachers, she's cleaning out some stuff at her own house. But it gives the 1920s and 1930s. So a lot of historical information about Disney. It also has the 1940s and the 1950s, kind of will help you date. Here's the 60s and 70s. It will kind of help you date all the way through the 2010s. To teens and stuff. So it starts with meeting Walt. And it's a really, really cool book. Has a lot of information about Walt Disney. The Mickey Mania is in here. Let me see. Okay, here's one of the things that I liked. This Mickey Mouse memorabilia. So I'm going to bring it a little bit closer so y'all can see that it shows several of the vintage Mickey toys. And down here, it has a number that associates with it that will kind of give you some information about it. Oh, Lord, I'm tearing stuff up. Hold on, y'all. Good night, sweet Irene. I really wish I could have found some of these. And then it goes into Mickey's friends. Y'all, look at this vintage Donald. Look at that. It had a long-billed Donald. The wood composition toy is one of many long-billed duck toys made from 1934 through 1936. It was made in Japan for distribution in the United States. So I love the history part of this. There's some Snow White in there, marionettes. Y'all look. Look at Pinocchio. All right, but let me show you. I'm going to pass through some of this. Um, Here are the collectible pins. Now, Disney pins, you will find, I mean, you can find them a lot of times like in the bottom of like a junk jewelry box where if you're at a sale or a show, but it kind of tells you the date of them. So some of it is tells you that it's 2014, 86, 1934. Where's 1934? Number 44. This is a 1934 pin. So I thought that was super cool, all the collectible pins. And if there are Disney collectors, they will know about this. Here's some more Disney collectibles here, some of the pennants and things like that. This one is Tinkerbell's Magic Wand, and it was a glow in the dark in the 1950s. So I thought this book was really, really interesting. Great to kind of date your vintage finds. Oh, Cinderella. It goes all the way. But look, here's the storyboard for them. But I thought this was really cute. And so, you know me, I had to look and see how much it was. So I did an eBay barcode scan. And it looks like about, so there's $14 to $20, $34. The average is $17 for that book. Now, I didn't go on Amazon because, you know, you can sell books to Amazon. I was just looking to see like if it had a year or something. So it's a 2016, which worked with what the book said. So you see that it's 14. There's one offered for 14, 20, and 16. So if you take the high and the low and you do the average of 34, that's $17. So, you know, this may be something that I hold on to for a little bit just because it's got some reference. It's type of reference book for Disney. And I did start reading a little bit of it, and it's really, really interesting. But then after I'm done reading it or have what I want out of it, then it would be something that I would probably put in my booth or something like that. So let's see. Do y'all want to see some stuff that I just got at Goodwill the other day? Which was, what day was that? Monday. I went to Goodwill on Monday. So let me know if y'all are interested in seeing some things that I got at Goodwill the other day. Did I say hey to everybody? I did see Miss Helen. I hope. Saw your hello. She's just busy. Because I know that there are some sales today, and I was just jumping on real quick to show you a few of the things that I picked up. But I did go to Goodwill. One store didn't have too much, but if you saw my Instagram story, in one Goodwill, they had one mug for $9.99. One, not the pair. And in the other Goodwill, they had a Princess Jasmine Barbie in the box, $99.99. Now, I scanned the barcode. It was selling and listing on eBay for $18. So I'm hoping that maybe somebody got excited with the pricing guide. So let me go ahead. Miss Martha says she will watch me undo. I didn't get very many things, so it'll be quick. I need another 10 like I need a hole in the head. But I thought this had a very Mardi Gras feel to it. So I did pick this up. It's got great Mardi Gras colors in there. It's a carousel. But look, it has the little topper on it. Now, I want to say they said this is, I think I looked it up. Guild Draft. And I want to say that this was 1950s, but I could be wrong. So, but I love the outside because it was very Mardi Gras. And we have a lot of, yes, prices are out of control. We have a lot of Louisiana folks here because, you know, they had Harvey. And so they had to relocate here. So I did pick this one up. And my total spend at this store was more than I wanted it to be. It was $15. So I wasn't very happy with that. But y'all, they wrapped stuff for me. I was so happy. I was so happy. Oh, I bought this for me. There's a shock. But look, I love what it said. This is a Kelly Ray Roberts, and it says, permission granted to shine and be who you truly are. It's just a little doodad. Now, this is a bigger doodad. This might be like a hoodamahotch. I'm not sure. But I love the little crown at the top. Permission granted to shine bright and be who you truly are. I loved that. So I actually bought that for me. It's not vintage or anything. It is a Kelly Roberts, and I think the year is 2019 on that. So we can just put that to the side because that's staying here with me. Oh, and they gave me lots of pieces of paper. I did get a set of these. And these are, now I've seen Coca-Cola, but not Pepsi-Cola. So these are some vintage Pepsi-Cola glasses, and there's no dishwasher damage. There's a little bit of paint loss, but it's not the dishwasher damage kind. And I don't know if it just got scratched, but there's a little bit right here. And I don't remember seeing any damage on the other one. But I have not seen Pepsi-Cola before in the tall glass. I've seen the Coca-Cola glasses, which are pretty common. But I did look those up. I just don't remember what they said. And if you know, if you're a Pepsi person, just like if you're a Coke person or if you're a Mountain Dew person, you're that person. You don't want to drink anything else. So here's the other one of those. They're in good condition. I think they are. So because there was a pair, I picked up the pair. And like I said, I didn't get very much. I think I only got like one or two more things. I did pick this one up because it's Pier 1. And I do think the Pier 1 stores are closed, but I think you can still shop online. Y'all let me know. But look, anybody know why I picked this up? Let me know if you know why I picked this up. Not just because it's so stinking cute and that I wish I was in Hawaii or the beach, but picked it up because it looks like a dachshund. And so I thought this would be really cute for the Just One More Dachshund Rescue. So I did pick that up. It was like $1.99. And I thought, and it's Pier 1. I have not looked that up just because I thought it was so stinking cute. I mean, it's a dog in sunglasses with a hat and a lei. It looks like something that Lucy would be in. And then the last thing that I got, y'all, is something for me. Running theme. And it is another cross because I have a gallery wall that has all the crosses on it. Now, this one is really, really heavy. And I can't determine if it's clay. It might be clay, but it's super heavy. It's not cement, although it has bubbles like cement. See the bubbles? So I'm not sure. It's not plaster. It could be cement, but I like the little embellishments on there. I also like the fact that it already had a hanger on there. But this will go on I have a piece that's over the bar. We call it a bar that separates the kitchen and the living room. I've got a very open concept. And above that is like a big triangle. And so you can't really put anything there. So I had a collection of crosses and I found another one. And I'm pretty picky about them. Now, I would like to have some with a little bit of color in there, but I just don't find any that I really like to go up there. So I'm sure Lovey will be so thrilled that I have another cross for him to hang. Plus, I have a plate collection for a plate wall that I'm going to do in the dining room that has yet to be hung. But I just don't know how to make that commitment that that plate is going to go right there and then forever. So that there's not like 50 holes in the wall where I keep changing my mind. So I mean, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What else? Did I just get 5 items? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 6 items. Oh yeah, because I got this for myself. I got 6 items for $16. So for me, that was a little high. I mean, yeah, it's probably like 2 something an item, but when I went to an estate sale or went to the 50% off, y'all, you know, when you're thrifting, you want to get things for that bargain. I mean, I'm not Mary Ann. I wasn't dumpster diving, but it's not a bad idea. So if you have a favorite, put it in the chat. And if you're watching the replay, then put it in the comments. Make sure that you give the video a thumbs up. If you're in the chat, then I know you're subscribed, because to keep the trolls away, we have to put on the subscriber mode. So if you're watching and you're not a subscriber, I'd love for you to become part of the YouTube family. I am working my way to 2,000. So I'm super, super excited about that. And I want to thank everyone who subscribes to my channel, who watches my videos, who leaves thumbs up, who comments and chats with us, who leaves a comments on the video. I really, really appreciate that. Coming to the live sales and hanging out with us, coming to the live hauls, anything that we do. I really do appreciate it. I have a lot of friends in this vintage community, and I consider all my subscribers to be my friends because we hang out and we talk about things that we like together. So thank you. What's coming up? Well, on Sunday, this Sunday, on the 11th at 11:30 Central, 12:30 Eastern, I'm going to have a sale here on my channel with Lorianne Sugar Britches. Now, if you haven't checked out Lorianne's channel, do that. She pops up and goes live just anytime. But she's also on Instagram, and I don't know where she finds the stuff that she finds, but she finds some of the best stuff. And she finds more vintage Halloween than anybody. More than Misty, more than Jeffrey, more than Dee. She finds more vintage Halloween than anyone. I just don't know where she's shopping, but I'd love to go with her. And I'm really sad that I'm not going to be able to go to Ohio. I wanted to go. I looked into it. Taking time off of work was not an issue for me, trust me, but it was $800 to fly into that airport. And then, of course, you'd have to have a hotel and a car and all of that. And so you just got to be somewhat responsible. And I wanted to throw caution to the wind, but I didn't. So this adulting thing, I don't know about y'all, but it's not all that it's cracked up to be. They just don't let me do all the fun stuff. So, oh, you're most welcome, Miss Martha. I love doing shop-alongs. I really do like doing shop-alongs. So let me know if y'all like that, or if you want me, like I did have someone tell me, hey, tell me what the prices are, even if you don't get it, because they're just looking at what the prices are in different areas. So that was a good feedback. And I did have one viewer I wanted to thank. I think her name is Cheryl, and I'm so sorry if that's wrong, but she sent me an email. I had some items, and when I comped them, they called them one thing. And she had experience with those items, and she, with love and very kindly, sent me an email and let me know that the items that I had seen were not this, but they were something else. And she gave me a little bit of history. So I absolutely appreciate that. You know, she sent me an email. It wasn't done in a public forum, which I don't mind the public forum as long as it's nice and pretty and sweet. But anytime, like y'all told me, I have to now look up what a bird suet basket is. So I'm going to Google that because Angela said, Google it. So I'm going to Google that and I'm going to find out a little bit about that, because I never would want to mark something in my booth if I had it in my booth or in a live sale and it's wrong. I think when we're all shopping, we've seen somebody say, that this is this, and we're like, no, it's not. So I want to be as most accurate as I can be. So yes, thank you, Mary. And Mary, I think you're doing sales. You did a sale on Monday or on Mondays, because now that I work, again, adulting, I have a hard time getting on. And I used to be able to use my earbud, but we have been so busy at work because schools are open back up so they can come in as much as they want, that it's really infringing on my YouTube time, which, kind of rude, but I guess I get paid to work and not watch YouTube. I can do that at home. So I have a live sale coming up with Sugar Britches on Sunday here on my channel. And then I'm not sure. I might have a drop sale on the 15th, because the 15th is a Thursday. Y'all, do you like drop sales? Tell me if you like drop sales. And if you like the drop hops. Also, what about drop sales with a premiere? The reason that I'm asking is because I'm considering a drop sale that each person does a premiere. So in a premiere, the video is pre-recorded and the chat is live. This Monday is your birthday. Happy birthday. She's going to start her regular sales on Monday. So y'all tell me, either in the comments or in the chat, if you like drop sales, if you like drop sale hops where there's a whole schedule, and what you think about premieres. Now, premiere, again, is the videos pre-recorded and the chat is live. So I'm still in the chat with you, but I'm just not, it's not a live video feed, because I'm really toying with the idea of doing a premiere hop, kind of, which would be that everybody's video would be a premiere. So there would be some bit of engagement during the sale with you. So let me know what y'all think about that. Whether you would just enjoy watching them, because even like lives, if you're not able to catch the live, you can always watch the replay. And I really appreciate people going back to watch the replay, because they always leave me a comment or they'll send me an email about something that they've seen. So I really do appreciate that. But I'm considering doing a premiere hop. So sometimes I just can't be here like this, but I'm considering our next hop to be premiere. So it would be on Thursday, the 29th. So let me know. I'll put a voting thing on my community tab, and y'all go vote. And it'll say, for the next drop hop or for the next hop sale, do you want it to be a regular static drop like it's been, or you want to try a premiere? Martha says she does like the drop sales. Premieres might be fun. Marianne said, I did a drop sale and crickets as far as sales, thinking about doing a live drop. So Marianne, that's kind of what I think what you're saying is the premiere, where the video is recorded, but it's still live. You promote it like a live. And I'm considering doing that. I talked a little bit with Nesting Haven, Nicole, who has a sale probably starting in just a few minutes. I think it's at 6:30. But she's an OG on the on YouTube, and she actually started premiere sales where her video was recorded and her chat was live. She was the first one that I saw that. And then Christine from Side Street Market, she kind of started the drop sales because she would post a regular video, but she wasn't able to be there. And then she also started the hops with us. So I'm thinking about that. So I'm going to put a community tab poll. Y'all go to the community tab. When this is over, I'll put it on there and vote and let me know, premiere or a regular drop sale. And if you're ever interested, if you are a reseller on YouTube, and you're ever interested in joining a hop or if you want to try a premiere, let me know. There's a couple of people that usually are in our hops that are just like, I can't do a premiere. That's why I do the hop, because I'm not available. And so we try to schedule it when, like, I would go at 5 because that's my normal little time slot that I show up at. But then it would still be every 30 minutes. So let's see, did I get everybody? Y'all let me know. So I think that's going to be it. We're right at the hour mark, which is really good. I want to thank everybody for coming. I appreciate you coming, and don't forget to give a thumbs up on your way out. If you're lurking, thanks for lurking, and make sure you subscribe. And I will see y'all on Sunday here on my channel with Lori and Sugar Britches. And until next time, y'all know what to do. Stay pretty and be sweet. Bye-bye. Thanks for coming, y'all. I appreciate it.